Splatoon 3 is a game that is on the Nintendo Switch 1 and the Nintendo Switch 2. But recently, something has been discovered where if you have a Nintendo Switch 2 and are playing Splatoon 3, you have access right now to a game-breaking bug. This has been shown off on a post on Blue Sky by a user called Dio. Splatoon 3 on the Nintendo Switch 2 has a game-breaking bug. You can squid roll anywhere. Now, just to quickly show you guys what's happening in this clip. If you squid roll out of your ink and you squid roll onto anything else, you are going to be able to perform another squid roll out of that first roll, basically. And from what we know so far, this is only possible if you have a Nintendo Switch 2. As shown right here, you can actually squid roll into enemy ink, out of enemy ink as well, which is pretty much giving another movement option that is only specifically to the Nintendo Switch 2, which is crazy. Now, to talk about why this happens in the first place, Oatmeal Dome goes on to say that in speculation, I suspect that this might be a GPU emulation/translation issue in the Switch 1's backwards compatibility layer, since Splatoon games have had issues with ink detection in unofficial emulators due to bugs in their GPU emulation. So what this also might mean is that Splatoon 3 is being somewhat emulated on the Switch 2 to, of course, be played on the Switch 2 in general, and that very well might be why this issue is happening in the first place. And there could be other issues that we don't know about that have not, of course, popped up right now. This thread continues where Oatmeal Dome also says, if we're lucky, the next update might not be too far into the future, because they are showing a post from Assassin on Twitter, who is a known data miner in the Splatoon space, where they are basically saying June the 12th is when we can expect the next update for Splatoon 3 to come through, which is pretty much in the next 4 to 5 days, probably going to be the 11th for most people in America right now. So the first thing that we need to do, guys, is try to replicate this very bug for ourselves, just to see, because obviously we are on the Nintendo Switch 2 right now. I was playing Tetris 99 before, but let's go ahead and boot up Splatoon 3 just so I can actually see this for myself, because I want to see how easy it is to actually replicate this very bug. So, right, okay, let's get into the lobby. I looked down because I thought I was playing Splatoon 1. I was literally about to press my gamepad like, whoop, but I'm not playing Splatoon 1 right now. But, okay, so just to show you, I'm just gonna paint up a little bit. And basically, from what the video's shown us, is that if I was to squid roll out from this area right here, and I was to squid roll on the floor, and I do it first try. Wow, yeah, it really just does work like that. And it's, honestly, it's really friggin' easy to do. What the It's actually really easy to do. I wonder if I could do it from a high place and then do it to the ground. Okay, now you lose momentum from there. But I guess if it's on the same level, like you could probably do it up a ramp. Wait, hang on. Oh, no, you can. You can do it up a ramp. Of course, I think the thing for it is just that the timing's a little bit different, but like it's really, really easy to actually replicate this. Bam, bam. Yep, just go up the ramp. Bam, bam. Dude, you could literally just squid roll on anything. This is actually insane. So guys, honestly, yeah, if you do have a Switch 2 right now, you could replicate this right now. It's most likely gonna get patched by the 11th of June. I mean, I don't know if I want to take it into a game because like that might be a slightly unfair, but I'm gonna try and take it into Recon just to see what I can also, I guess, squid roll on. Like I guess the one thing that I want to check is that if I can squid roll on a sponge and then do something with that. Like it's probably not going to be so like useful in like majority of games, but I just want to see what would happen if I was to squid roll on a sponge. So let me go find a level that has a sponge. Let's try Sturgeon Shipyard. I really don't feel like this is going to be something that you're going to really do practically in a real match in terms of like doing this on a sponge, but I just want to see if it's possible. So the thing is that I'm gonna have to like aim to do on the sponge or land on the sponge, but yeah, quite literally you can do on the sponge. I guess it's like not super practical, but it's just the fact that you can still do it, you know? So I've only been able to do it one time, but I know you can do it. Like I think it's literally you have to do it perfectly, like first frame. If you're about to do it on this very sponge. Unless like it's a thing where like you do it on the same level as things, I mean that probably might be easier, but like if you're doing it on like the ground like this, it's way easier. Like I think it's probably because you need more airtime to actually do it, so you can't really do it on the sponge as consistently, because I've only been able to do it the one time. But I want to see if you could do it on this uninkable here. You probably can do it on this uninkable. Let's try to do it on the same level. So we'll just start from here. Oh, okay. Okay, I've been trying this and it seems like the timing of it is very, very specific if you're doing it on something uninkable. I mean, maybe it's just because this is on a slope, so maybe I should try this on maybe like a map that has like the same level. I know the perfect map for that actually, because I can't exactly tell if I'm doing it on something that's considered uninkable. So let's go to Eeltail Alley, because there's I know there's an uninkable straightaway that you could potentially do it on. And this would be the straightaway right here. If I was just paint this up right here. Bam. Okay. Okay. It does not seem like you can do it on something that you can't ink. I think that maybe the timing has to be perfect. No, you can't. I don't think you can do this on something that's... Like, if it's an area you can ink, then you can just go wild with it. Like, you can just, like, do any sort of squid roll. Do this. Yeah, I can do it like that. Yeah, honestly, no, that's broke. That is broke. I've been trying it for a good bit. I think I fully figured it out. So it seems like the squid roll only really happens, or you can do it pretty easily if you're on the same level as something that's uninked. It does not seem like you can do it on something that's uninkable like this. Like, it does not seem like you can do that. I believe, like, if it's like your enemies ink, like if enemies like have shot around you, of course you can do it, and that's a lot easier. Just like how we did it the one time on the enemy sponge. But it seems like on actually uninkable things, you cannot do the extra squid roll. On the floor, squid rolling like this, it's really, really friggin' easy. Like, it's like unbelievably easy. Like, if I was to do on the sponge again, maybe. Doing it on the sponge is like really difficult though. Oh, there we go. All right, I did it on the sponge, the uninkable sponge, but like, I think it's like only on surfaces that you can actually ink, or that can be inked. Like, this sponge is like one of the examples. Like, if the sponge can be inked by either you or an opponent, that you can still squid roll off it, which honestly, it's just giving like an extra movement option for players that have a Nintendo Switch 2, which is actually kind of insane. I don't know if this is something that I should try to use in-game, because honestly, there are quite a few situations, or most situations, that you can use it on from. Like, let's just say that you're trying to run away, and like, okay, dang, we're all on the same level, and I'm trying to run away from someone who's shooting at me. Like, maybe I can pop out that extra squid roll, even though there's no ink from myself. I'm still using that as a movement option, and I'm still using that as some way that I can like parry off more shots than I should. So yeah, honestly, no, this is definitely one of those game-breaking bugs where it's giving players that have a Nintendo Switch 2 an extra movement option that a Nintendo Switch 1 player cannot do. And of course, people have tried to replicate this on the Switch 1 itself, but it definitely just does not work that way because, well, it's a Switch 1. And if this was a bug on the Switch 1, how have we not caught it for the last 2.5 years? So it's just like, yeah, this is definitely a Switch 2 only thing that's happening right now. And yeah, this is probably going to get patched by the 11th. I mean, maybe the devs already know about it, but me making this video is probably going to let more people know about it, and more people are going to try it out, and then the devs will know about it, and then it eventually will get patched. So it's probably for the best. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to use this in-game, but I can't lie, I can't think about not using it sometimes, you know? Like, it's definitely just a bug that is giving me an advantage in a way that other players cannot. It's going to be really funny for the next few days to like see players also actually using this in some way too. So, but yeah, honestly, that's really interesting. If in the video title it says patch, then you know they fixed the bug and all that type of stuff. But if it doesn't, and you're watching this in the present day, then just know that on a Nintendo Switch 2, there is somewhat of a cheat code. So yeah, very, very interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you guys enjoyed watching, and make sure to like and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts on this bug, if you have a Nintendo Switch 2 as well and you've been using it. And yeah, man, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I shall see you guys in a future one.